This is a fan-generated show. If you would like to support us, please go to jamieglazov.com, and also don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. All your support is greatly appreciated.
Good evening. Welcome to the Jamie Glazov Moment. Tonight, Gigi Hadid's bigotry towards Melania. As many of you know, Gigi Hadid recently at the American Music Awards did an impression of Melania, mocking her, making fun of her. Take a look at the clip.
He's always laughing like that. I swear.
Yeah, okay. Jay is a master impressionist.
Thank you.
And in your honor, I have been working on my first impression.
Oh, really?
Right?
Really? I have to see this.
I've been working on this all week, okay, Jay?
Okay, let me give you your space. Yeah.
Melania Trump impression. Okay, I gotta get the face right.
Okay.
I love my husband, President Barack Obama, and our children, Sacha and Malia.
That's spot on! That was spot on!
So I just can't help from wondering, let's just think here. Where is the left in terms of the outrage at the mockery and the mimicking of an immigrant's accent? Now, we know that, Gigi has walked back on that and done some lame apology after doing that. Thank God, a lot of conservatives now are standing up and fighting culture war, and that's part of the reason. If conservatives weren't fighting the culture war like before, this apology would never have been made. But let's focus in on this, because what I'm raising has actually kind of been lost, more or less, in this whole discussion and what happened. Why did Gigi do that in the first place? And where was the left's outrage? There's a mockery of an immigrant's accent. So let's crystallize this for a minute. Hypothetically, let's just imagine Gigi instead mocking the accent, let's say, of somebody from Pakistan. And we know that she never would. And I'm not saying a person should or shouldn't, etc. I'm just giving a hypothetical in terms of humor and the world of comedy. So, here's another example. Let's just think of this. Imagine Sean Hannity on his show. Imagine some white Trump supporter in some media industry imitating, again, a Pakistani person's accent. Let's say a Middle Eastern Muslim person's accent. Let's even say, hypothetically, they mimicked and exaggerated, let's say, Michelle Obama's, let's say, African-American dialect, and they mocked it and imitated it and exaggerated. Just imagine what would happen to these people if they did that in a field of quote-unquote humor. The field of humor would not protect them in this regard. They would suffer tremendous material and cultural penalties. They would be demonized and dehumanized for being xenophobic and racist and et cetera, et cetera. And yet, Gigi felt very comfortable mocking the accent of this particular immigrant. And the left wasn't outraged. Lena Dunham, for some reason, didn't need a safe space after that. Amy Schumer didn't fall into tears. Cher didn't say that she was going to leave the country after this. But believe me, if the examples that I had just raised earlier, if certain other kind of immigrant communities, if their accent would have been mocked and mimicked, then these particular individuals that I just named, they would have been sobbing and screaming in the streets and demanding certain people be fired and talking about racism, xenophobia, etc. So look, I've crystallized the double standard here. So what's going on? Well, what's going on is Melania is not the right kind of immigrant. She's not the right kind of immigrant for the left to be upset about. You see, leftists are self-appointed redeemers. They're self-appointed social redeemers. They decide who are the damned and who are the condemned and who are the anointed. And Melania doesn't fit into their world of who they need to defend and who they want on their plantation. See, because Melania's from Slovenia. Just off the top of my head, you can use your own imagination here. It's all common sense. But for instance, it's a communist environment in the past. So she's probably very anti-communist, which we know she is. Somebody that loves America, somebody that's married to a white Republican, and now he's the president of the United States. This does not fit for the left. This is not somebody that they want to defend and pretend that they're outraged about. They only care about immigrants that they can exploit in terms of their agenda to destroy America and to destroy freedom. They want to pretend that they're outraged when specifically it's immigrants from adversary cultures or that are part of adversary religions. You see, then they can pretend that they're very outraged and offended if those particular communities, let's say, become the target of jokes, because those are the people and movements and environments that they need to exploit in terms of their agenda to destroy America. This is all about their agenda, and it's all about their destructive agenda. And so Melania Trump does not fall into the atmosphere of the people that the left wants to exploit in terms of its agenda to destroy freedom in the United States. And that's why it's completely okay in the left's world to make fun of and mimic Melania's accent, and she's an immigrant, but it's not allowed to mock and mimic certain other communities' accent. And so what does all this mean? Well, I would just say this, just another example in a million examples of the moral sewer, the gutter that the left squirms around in and slides around in. It's the moral gutter. That's what the left is. And it's shameful and shameless hypocrisy in this particular instance is clear for all of us to see. Thank you for joining the Jamie Glazov moment. And please remember, we're a fan-generated program. Our limit of opportunity is growing narrow. Please support JamieGlazov.com. At our website, because that's where our show is generated. And make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel of the Glazov Gang. Good night.